early morning after the great show yesterday. We've got a hike today. That's early. This weekend's hike after a great night at the Bob Colimo Festival was an early start, but a much needed one. And we're actually in Kiambu County at Ziwani Manor. Today, we're going to be going through a whole adventure, basically. We're going to be going on a hike down a river valley into a river that is surrounded by the largest rocks I have seen in Kenya. And it's going to lead up to the underwater waterfall that we've heard so much about. So keen to get a look at that and see what that's like. But it's a beautiful day, nice and early, and we're going to have a great time. Too tall for this.
Yeah.
Thiririka River is a host for this underground waterfall, and these massive boulders are just perfect for climbing over. Makes a hike more interesting and a little bit more challenging, but honestly easy and accessible enough for most people of all ages to get involved.
So we go, eh?
We go.
I'm taking you to the place where we have the underground, where the water is taking underground.
Okay. Yes. As you get closer to where the river dips underground, it's so weird to hear this waterfall cascading but not really being able to see where the water is leading. It's such a weird feeling because you expect to step out of these massive rocks and be face to face with a towering waterfall, but in actual fact, it's just the water heading underground. The beauty of this area of the country is in the ancient forests that surround these places. I mean, you have a look around and the trees are just beautiful. Honestly, for a second, you forget that you're really close to civilization. You feel like you're transported to the middle of a rainforest. There's the river. Rainforest vibe. What I love about some of these areas also is the ability of the locals to just navigate these seemingly challenging rock steps as if it's normal. We saw a couple of guys coming down one side of the river, come down from the top of a hill down to the riverbed, and were about to just climb up the other side. And there was another guy who was actually just fishing. So these are places where people live and their daily lives involve these beautiful landscapes. Ati anataka kuibeba. Another interesting part of this hike was the ability to peer between the rocks and actually see the water flowing underneath you. And at times it was a roaring sound, and especially when you were closer to the waterfall. Underground waterfall. But as you got further, you'd almost be shocked to see that there's water snaking its way underneath the rocks. No.
It's about the size of your feet, actually. You should stand next.
descents upwards on mossy rocks. Yeah, definitely took the wrong path.
It's true. It's so different now. Yeah. Like we just came through here, but it's not the same. There's always another way. Hey.
Sun. The what? Oh, it might be the trees. Get the hay. It's really tall. As we climbed out of the riverbed, we were greeted with these lovely fields of hay that apparently grow to feed the local cattle. Check this avocado farm, guys, as far as you can see. Literally as far as you can see. Continuing on to the actual farm, where we came across these lovely and honestly, as far as the eyes can see, avocado plantations. In the middle of an avocado farm. It's crazy. These are trees, these has avocados, depending on their size and their age. But look how big some of these are. I mean, kind of they must be. This is a massive farm. Look at that. That for a house avocado that's crazy. Maybe 10-year-old. Honestly, what a interesting hike. Never been to the middle of an avocado farm. I mean, I've never seen so many avocado trees in my life. It's simply amazing that agriculture is happening at this scale. These ones are ready. After this, we headed over to the herb section of the farm, which was so beautiful. I mean, if you could just smell the amazing aromas just lifting from the ground as you walk through these herb farms, it's amazing.
Rock climbing? One sec.
A truck's in a truck. Anything. We were lucky enough to be allowed to pick a few herbs for ourselves, and it's safe to say that up until now, recording of this voiceover, we're still using these herbs.
Oregano.
There's just a different taste, a different aroma to getting a freshly cut herb rather than buying it from the supermarket. All in all, I'll say that this little hike and this farm tour were a great experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone with a free day who just wants to get out of the city and do something interesting and new in Kenya.